Hey there! So today we have another beer talk, and this is about the quick and dirty version of what a Saison is. So much of the conversation of Saison involves the romanticism of Saison, including the French-speaking region of Belgium that had these farmers that were brewing a beer for the warm summer season, and that's all beautiful and everything, but much of that is a myth, and I'm not going to focus on that. Instead, I'm going to focus on what we know as Saison today. So Saison today is much defined by a single beer, which is Saison du Pont, first brewed in 1920, in the 1920s in Belgium. And this beer has gone on to define what we generally know as Saison today. So what is Saison? Saison is a 6.5-ish% beer, just like Saison du Pont, and it's very much defined by an expressive yeast character from the Belgian yeast that they use. So you're going to have fruity esters that give off these citrusy qualities along with pear, apple, and some other fruits. And then you're going to have phenolics, which give off these spicy notes, like maybe nutmeg, clove, pepper, a really big one. And so along with the expressive yeast qualities, the beer is going to be very dry. It's going to be highly carbonated, also going to have a moderate hop bitterness. And as you can see, it's generally pale beer as well. So that's sort of what defines Saison, and I'm going to take a sip of it. It's a pretty beer. It really has, for Belgian beer, a very prominent hop character to it, but it also has a lot of carbonation to it. And the beer is noticeably very dry and also has a lot of yeast character. And then also there's a little bit of complex grain to this beer, not only using malted barley. This style generally uses oats, spelt, wheat, rye, and other grains to sort of offer a little bit more rusticity or dryness to the beer. That's what we generally consider Saison today. And along with Saison du Pont, there are American versions, including Ommegang Hennepin, Goose Island Sophie, and Boulevard Tank 7. So that's this general quick story, but there's a little bit more complexity to that, along with a lot of new American craft breweries are doing something a little bit different. They're brewing a beer that really calls back before Saison du Pont, what the farmers used to produce. And so they're making these mixed fermentation Saisons / farmhouse ales. A quick, easy one is that farmhouse ale and Saison are generally going to be synonymous words. Generally don't have to worry about why those beers are different. They're going to be the same thing, synonymous. So what are these new versions of American Saison? These don't only rely on a single Belgian yeast strain, but are mixed cultures. So along with a Belgian yeast strain, they're also going to use a Brettanomyces, which is wild yeast, and or bacteria as well. So the Brettanomyces, the wild yeast, is going to make the beer even more dry with aging and also offer some funky farm notes and then also some fruitiness as well, depending on the Brettanomyces strain that you use. Along with that, the bacteria will make the beer sour. So all of a sudden, you'll not have a very standard Belgian tasting beer, you'll have a sour beer. And these beers can be aged in stainless or also in oak or barrels and then blended together. So this is a little bit more complex of a style, a little bit different compared to Saison du Pont. They're just different, not necessarily more complex or anything. And producers of this new American Saison include Hill Farmstead, Jolly Pumpkin, Allagash, Crooked Stave. Check them out, they're all fun. But this is the quick and easy. Post in the comments below if you have any questions, and enjoy some Saison. Until next time, guys, cheers, later.